Caste in India. Annihilation of caste. Waiting for a visa. Rangari, Gandhi and Jinnah. Mr. Gandhi and the emancipation of the untouchables. What Congress and Gandhi have done to the untouchables. What the Buddha taught. Buddha or Karl Marx. The Buddha and his Dhamma. Status and minorities. Pakistan or the partition of India. Thoughts on linguistic state. Small holdings in India and their remedies. The evolution of provincial finance in British India. The problem of the rupee. The untouchables. Various newspapers. Chief architect of the Constitution of India. Published in 1917, Caste in India research paper throws light on the origin, mechanism and development of caste in India. It says, for origin of caste, superposition of endogamy, that is same caste marriage, on exogamy, that is intercaste marriage, is responsible. Its mechanism is Hindu customs like sati and girl marriage. Caste is developed because elite class Brahmins strictly followed endogamy to maintain caste, leading other groups to do the same. Published in 1936, Annihilation of Caste is an undelivered speech written for Jatpat Todak Mandal Lahore. This is Ambedkar's best known and studied book. Ambedkar criticized the Hindu religion, its caste system and its religious texts, which are male dominant and spreading hatred and suppression for female interest. He argued that the intercaste dining and intercaste marriage is not sufficient to annihilate the caste system, but that the real method of breaking up the caste system was to destroy the religious notion, Shastras and Vedas, upon which caste is founded. Published as booklet on 19th March 1990 by People's Education Society, Waiting for a Visa, details 6 incidences to give an idea to foreigners of the way untouchables are treated in India. Out of 6 incidences provided in the book, the 4 incidences are Ambedkar's own experiences. January 1943, Dr. Ambedkar delivered a lecture to mark the birthday of M.D. Ranade in Pune. This lecture came out as book Ranade, Gandhi and Jinnah. It makes a comparative study of the personalities of Ranade, Gandhi and Jinnah and says that hero worship in the long run harms the nation and society. Mr. Gandhi and the Emancipation of the Untouchables is published in 1943. Ambedkar lists down the political, social, educational and economical demands of Dalits to achieve their social justice and equality. It pictures the views of Babasaheb on the issue of Dalits and the process through which Congress and M.K. Gandhi opposed Dalit uprising in pre-independent India. It clarifies to British on the hidden agenda of Hindu propaganda that the war of Hindu against British is a war for freedom but without involving millions of untouchables. Published in 1945, What Congress and Gandhi Have Done to Untouchables scrutinizes the work that the Congress and Gandhi have done for the untouchables and pull them up for not being on the right track. The book argues that the Congress used the issue of emancipation of the Shudras as a tool for furthering its political interest. It says that Congress program for emancipation of the Shudras is more about publicity and less about sincere efforts. The book urges Dalit to be cautious of Gandhi and Gandhism. According to Dr. Ambedkar, if there is any ism in the world that has used religion as an opiate to subdue the masses and has fed them wrong concepts and hollow promises, it is Gandhi. Published in 1946, Buddha or Karl Marx does comparison between Russian Karl Marx and Buddha. It explores what could a Marxist learn from the Buddha. What can a Buddha teach a Marxist? In this study, Ambedkar deeply compares various facts of Buddhism and communist dictatorship. Ambedkar concluded that only Buddha's way can achieve fraternity, liberty and equality. However, Marx's communism can achieve only one of it, the Buddha and his Dhamma. It was first published in 1957 after Ambedkar's death on 6th December 1956. It can easily be described as a Buddhist scripture as it makes a detailed analysis of Buddhism. This book presents a scholarly edition of one of the greatest work on Buddhist writings. It consists of 8 parts: Siddhartha Gautam, How a Bodhisattva Became the Buddha, Campaign of Conversion, What the Buddha Taught, Religion and Dhamma, the Sangha, He and His Contemporaries, The Wanderer's Last Journey, The Man Who Was Siddhartha. Pakistan or the Partition of India is published in 1945 when the country was in turmoil over the impending partition. This is Ambedkar's much talked about book. The book offers a solution to the partition problem and played a key role in resolving it. Dr. Ambedkar wrote, the book by its name might appear to deal only with the XYZ of Pakistan. It does more than that. It is an analytical presentation of Indian history and Indian politics in their communal aspects. As such, it is intended to explain the ABC of Pakistan. The book is more than mere treatise on Pakistan. The material relating to Indian history and Indian politics contained in this book is so large and so varied that it might well be called Indian political what is what. Thoughts on Linguistic States is published in 1955. While describing the linguistic division of the country, Dr. Ambedkar accepted the universal principle of one state, one language, and emphasized on making Hindi the official language of the country. He said that a common language could bind a nation together and make exchange of ideas easier. The Problem of the Rupee is thesis written by Dr. Ambedkar for his DSc degree from the University of London in October 1922. It was published as a book in December 1923. This is an analysis of how the British, by linking the value of the Indian rupee with the British pound, has made maximum profit while pushing the Indian into deep economic morass. That had led to Indian money flowing into the coffers of the British Empire and being used in the interest of the British people. The evolution of the provincial finance in British India was Ambedkar's PhD thesis, which he had submitted in Columbia University in 1916. Published in 1924, this book is dedicated to the ruler of Baroda, Shriman Sayajirao Gaikwad, who had sent him to the US for the higher education. This book brutally exposes the British bureaucracy in India. Ambedkar acquired center stage, both politically as well as intellectually, making it all the more important to remember his journalistic legacy. His journalism not only illustrated his radical politics, but it also represented his firm belief in professional integrity. Dr. Ambedkar launched several newspapers and magazines to make the Dalit community aware. His first newspaper, Mook Nayak, started on January 31, 1920, completed century now. His lucid style of writing with a scholarly approach and his command over the language were equally important in creating an impact at the time. He went on to found other newspapers as Bahishkrit Bharat, Samata, Janata and Prabuddha Bharat. The Constitution of India. Dr. Ambedkar was the principal architect of the Constitution of India and was often called Father of the Indian Constitution. The Constitution of India is the supreme law in India. A constitution is a set of rules and regulations guiding the administration of the country. Constitution was written on 26 November 1949 and was made the center of law in 26 January 1950. It has 448 articles and 12 schedules and 25 parts as on 2019. The main pillar of Indian Constitution are justice, liberty, equality and fraternity.
Our difficulty is how to make the heterogeneous mess that we have today take a decision in common and march in a cooperative way on that road which is bound to lead us to unity. Our difficulty is not with regard to the ultimate. Our difficulty is with regard to the beginning.